91% of people don't stick to their New Year's resolutions. And it's not because they don't want to. I think fundamentally people are forgetting that resolutions are just habit changes, habit forming. Habits, resolutions, and instant gratification all play a role in why this isn't successful and why only 9% of people can keep their resolutions. At their core, every resolution is a habit, right? I want to save money. I want to travel more. I want to lose weight. I want to go to the gym more. All of those things are achievable in any amount of time. And for New Year's, we gave ourselves the next year to go and achieve those things. If you have a really big goal like that, so you say in 365 days, I want to go to the gym more. If you don't put something down and say, what does more mean to you? Does more mean 2 times a week? Does more mean 4 times a week? Does it mean that you're at the gym 4 times a week for an hour? You have to quantify what it is that you're going to do tomorrow, right? This is where the instant gratification part comes in, because you're not going to lose the weight tomorrow. You're not going to have the money tomorrow. You're going to take your first step today or tomorrow. And you're going to do that every single day until you have hit more, until you've hit your number. So you have to create a number, create an ideal, right? Depending on whatever your resolution is, you want to write something down so that at the end of the year, you can't turn around and say, well, I never really said how much I wanted to save. So, I saved $1,000 and I'm happy about that. You can be happy about that. But if your actual goal was to save $5,000 or $10,000 by the end of the year, you didn't actually reach your goal. But because you didn't say a number, you're okay with it. You say, well, I saved something, well, I did something. I went to the gym more this year than I ever have, but more might be like 10 times. More might be once a week, which is fine. It's progress. But if you want to get serious about your resolution, then that's what you're going to have to do. In terms of saving money, okay, do you want to save $10 a week? Do you want to save $40 a month? Do you want to save $100 a month? $25 a week? What are you doing now that you're not allocating that money currently? And what can you stop doing to then allocate that money? If you're doing something during the week that brings you joy, a lot of people say cut out the coffee. But if going to get coffee genuinely brings you enjoyment, and you go out and you're like, this is the time I get to go see my friends, and we chat and we have a really good time, don't stop doing that thing. I don't want to make you miserable in this process. I don't think you want to be miserable either. And the one thing I've learned about myself in my resolutions is if I'm doing something that's restrictive in a way that I'm not doing anything that brings me joy, the end result isn't really compelling. And you might feel the same way. But look hard at what you're spending and see what you can allocate somewhere else. Maybe your first step is creating a high yield savings account. Maybe your first step is looking where your paycheck comes from and rerouting that first things first into your new account, and then routing the rest of it so you don't even see that money. You don't actually have to be an active participant in that. $10 every paycheck, $20 every paycheck, and put it into this new account, and then the rest of the money is going to go into your bank account and you have it for spending. That's a really good first step. If you want to lose weight, do you have a gym membership? Do you have access to a gym? Do you plan on doing at-home workouts? Quantify these things. How often do you want to go to the gym? Don't overwhelm yourself, but you know how to get started. You don't need all of the perfect information. You just want to have an understanding of a goal. All of these things are about choices. They're about habits. You have the habit of spending money. You have the habit of eating out. You have the habit of not eating enough vegetables. You have the habit of sleeping late. You have the habit of scrolling too much. These are all habits. You're then on the 31st, you're going to think about, okay, wait, I wish I scrolled less. I wish I ate out less. Anything that you want to start, figure out what you're stopping to do it. Anything that you want to stop, figure out what you're going to start in place of doing it. Because if you scroll for, let's say, an hour or so a day, that hour is going to come back to you. Now you're going to be like, okay, well, what do I do with this hour? Is there something that you weren't doing previously? Is there something that you want to start doing? That's your new habit that you're going to start. But you're stopping this old one. So I want you to really remember that when you're resolving to do something, you're stopping something, you're starting something, or you're starting something to stop something. Keep that in mind, and I think you'll be in a really good spot. I think you'll be part of that 9% that succeeds this year. And I want us all to succeed this year. So tell me what you think your resolutions are going to be this year. I'll tell you what mine are. Let's chat about how we're going to make this attainable, how we're going to make this a goal that we're actually going to hit this year. I appreciate you being here. See you next time.